Hello everyone, in this video let us understand the basic concept to solve problems based on tossing coins. Now let us take a coin and toss it. What are the possible outcomes that we can get? We can get a head or we can get a tail. Now if we have two coins and we toss them simultaneously, what are the possible outcomes we can get? We can get either head on both the coins or we can get tail on both the coins. We can get head on the first coin, tail on the other, or we can get tail on the first coin and head on the other. So we have two coins and each coin will have the possible outcomes of head or tail. So therefore the total number of outcomes is 4. Now to write all the possible outcomes easily, what we do is we take 4 divided by 2. So here we write 2 heads first and then we write 2 tails. And in this here we alternate heads and tails and heads and tails. So now we have all the possible outcomes, that is HH, HT, TH and TT. Now let us toss 3 coins and understand how we will write all the possible outcomes. Now to write all the possible outcomes, we know for the 2 rupee coin we'll have 2 outcomes, head or tail. For the 1 rupee coin also we'll have 2 outcomes, and for the 5 rupee coin also we'll have 2 outcomes. So we'll have 8 outcomes in all. So let us divide 8 by 2, we'll get 4. So we write 4 H first and then we write 4 T. Then half of 4 will be 2, so we write 2H and 2T, we alternate. And in here we write H and T alternately. So this way what we do is we write all the possible outcomes and do not miss a single outcome. Now let us toss 4 coins simultaneously and see what will be the possible outcomes. Now here again 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, that is we'll have 16 outcomes. Now 16 divided by 2 is going to be 8. So here we first write 8H and 8T. Then half of 8 will be 4, so we write 4H and 4T alternately. Then half of 4 is 2, so we write 2H and 2T alternately. And here in the last column we write H and T alternately. This way we write all the possible outcomes and do not miss a single outcome. For writing the outcome, we just learnt a trick. For understanding the maths concept better and improving your scores, grade 6 to 10 students can sign up for a free demo class on the topic of their choice. You can have personalized one-to-one or one-to-many online coaching. You can call or send a WhatsApp message to the number given on the screen. We also have chapter-wise study material for grade 9 and 10 maths. CBSE students can log into our website schoolexamprep.in. And now let us continue with the video. Let us toss 2 coins simultaneously and let us find the probability of getting 2 heads. For this let us write just the sample space, which is HH, HT, TH and TT. We also know that probability equal to number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So let us find the probability of getting 2 heads. Now when we look at the sample space, we know that the number of favorable outcomes is HH. Probability of getting 2 heads will be 1 upon 4 because number of favorable outcomes is 1 and the total number of outcomes is 4. Let us find the probability of getting no head. No head means 2 tails. So the favorable outcome will be equal to TT and the probability will again be equal to 1 upon 4. At least and at most 1 head are the probabilities that are very confusing. At least 1 head means that minimum number of head is 1, or we write all the probabilities of getting a head larger than 1. So larger than 1 means we will write 1 head and 2 head. We write only 1 head and 2 head because we are tossing only 2 coins. So probability of getting 1 head is HT and TH and probability of getting 2 heads is HH. So our favorable outcomes will be HH, HT and TH. So the probability will be equal to the number of favorable outcomes is 3 and the total number of outcomes is 4. So it is 3 by 4. Now let us find the probability of getting at most one head. At most one head means maximum number of heads will be 1. So that means one head and less than one head. When it is less than one head or 0 head, then we write all the tails. So the favorable outcome here is going to be HT and TH, because we are writing for one head, and then less than one head, 0 head will be TT. So again our probability will become equal to 3 by 4. Now if you have understood solving this, let us toss 3 coins simultaneously and find the probability of at most one head and at most 2 heads. Now for this, first we write the total number of outcomes. Then we know that probability is equal to number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So we have the sample space over here. Now let us find the probability of at most one head. Now at most one head means the favorable outcome will be for one head and 0 head. So one head, the favorable outcomes will be TTH, HTT and THT, and 0 head will be TTT. The probability will be equal to number of favorable outcomes is 4, total number of outcomes is 8. So the probability is going to be 1 by 2. At most 2 head means we are going to write 2 heads, we are going to write 1 head, and we are going to write 0 head. So 2 head is going to be, all these sample spaces will be 2 heads. These sample spaces will be for 1 head, and for 0 head it will be TTT. So now the number of favorable outcomes is 7. So the probability will be 7 by 8. I think you have understood the difference between at most one head and at most 2 heads. So at most one head we are going to write 1 head and 0 head. At most 2 heads we are going to write 2 head, 1 head or 0 head. Now let us take 3 coins and toss them simultaneously, and let us find the probability of getting at least 2 heads. First let us write the sample space. We know that probability is number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. Now to find the probability of at least 2 heads, we have to find the favorable outcome of 2 head and 3 head. Now the favorable outcome will be HHT, HTH, THH, and for 3 head it will be HHH. So our favorable outcomes will be 4. Number of favorable outcomes is 4 and total number of outcomes is 8. So the probability is going to be 1 upon 2. Now let us toss 3 coins simultaneously and find the probability of exactly 2 heads. Now we look at our sample space. We have these 3 are the number of favorable outcome where there are 2 heads, exactly 2 heads. So the favorable outcome will be, number of favorable outcome is 3 and the total number of outcomes is 8. After watching this video, you will be able to solve all the problems based on tossing coins. If you have any suggestions or you want to buy our products, then visit our website schoolexamprep.in. You can phone or WhatsApp us on the number given below. You can also send us an email at info@schoolexamprep.in. Thanks for watching.